Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the AJS TV channel. I hope you're all doing well. Leicester City versus Aston Villa today, as we will fight once again for European places in the Premier League. We could move fairly high today with results going our way. Obviously, with an Aston Villa win, that would be huge. But we will talk about all the ramifications and all the possible... Well, I was going to say possibilities. The possible possibilities today for not only Aston Villa, but for Chelsea, for Liverpool. We've got some big games this evening. Hello to everyone. Hello to Gypsy Lad, as he says, come on, the Villa. Mimi says also at the Villa. HD Juice says we go win. Win, we go 6th. Come on, the Villa. Well, we've got Bournemouth versus Brighton, Leeds versus Nottingham Forest down the bottom, Leicester versus Aston Villa, obviously, and Chelsea versus Liverpool, which that one is the chosen game for, I believe, is that Sky? Yeah, Sky Sports have chosen Chelsea versus Liverpool. Well, almost, in fact, no, every game today affects at least some part of the table, either the bottom of it, or the fight for Europe. So, yeah, big games today. Mimi says, I want your opinion. Do you think I should buy the current away kit or just wait for the new kit next season? It is a little bit late. We only have 10 games to go. So I would say if the discount is worth it, then do it. But I wouldn't pay full price now, personally. But that is a very good question. I appreciate that. Gypsy Dad says, come on, Chelsea, beat Liverpool for us. Well, this is the interesting thing, right? Do we want a Chelsea win or a Liverpool one or a draw? Because obviously Liverpool have a game in hand over Villa. They're a point above us in the table as well. Brentford, 2 points above Aston Villa. Brighton also, I think Brighton are also 2 points, but they have 2 games in hand, as they will scrap and fight for those places at the top 4. Maybe Brighton can sneak it. Who knows? This is interesting. This will be a very interesting game today between Chelsea and Liverpool. There is a potential for Villa to go above Liverpool in the Premier League today, but that game in hand, you have to remember, they do have an extra game to play. So even the best case scenario of us winning, Chelsea winning, us going above Liverpool, it could only be temporary if they win their next game. Fresh Killer, how you doing, mate? As he goes and says, up the Villa. We shall go into the lineups of both teams, and we will start, as always, with Aston Villa. In goal, Emi Martinez, Alex Moreno, Tyrone Mings, Ezri Konsa, Ashley Young. What a back four that has been this season under Unai Emery. Ramsey, Buendia, Dougie Luiz, and John McGinn make up the midfield. And it's Leon Bailey back up front with Ollie Watkins to make up the front line of Aston Villa in the 4-4-2 formation. Leicester City, we all know they have a decent side, Leicester. They're not all that bad. I know they're second bottom. They've got... This is the interesting debate. I think their squad is way better than their position. I know Brendan Rodgers has just been sacked, so this is not a Rodgers outfit this evening. But they have a good squad. You can't tell me this is a bad squad. This is not a championship squad, Leicester. And they will start with Iverson in goal, not Danny Ward that we've seen most of the season. Castagna, Harry Souttar, former Stoke City, and obviously the Australian centre-back. He did really well in the World Cup. Face and Christiansen is their back four. Mendy and Dewsbury Hall, Gabby Ogbonlahor's favourite right there, is the pivot with... actually, no, that's wrong. Flashscore have put Ndidi on the wing, but that's definitely not the case. Ndidi and Mendy is probably the pivot with Dewsbury Hall in the attack with Maddison and Barnes, and the old boy himself, Jamie Vardy, is the sole striker for Leicester City this evening. Despite, the Villa form, despite the fact Leicester are second bottom, believe it or not, some betting companies have better odds for Leicester to beat Villa today. How unbelievable is that? Mimi says, no, Kamara, a bit worrying, I can't lie. Yeah, we'll get all into that, don't you worry. Fresh Killer also says the same thing. Ailing Sheridan says, are Leicester without a manager? They are without a manager for this game. They've gone into this with some horrible form. They've not, I've just seen here, the last 5 games, they've lost 4 of them. I can look beyond that as well, just to have bigger insight into what we are up against today. So their last away win was against Aston Villa in the 4-2, the game where Emmy was rounded 3 times. They went on and beat Tottenham 4-1, and it has been just a downward spiral ever since. They lost 3-0 to Man United away, 1-0 at home to Arsenal. That was a close game, I remember that. They lost in the FA Cup to Blackburn at home, 1-0 to Southampton. I remember that was a shock. They lost 3-1 to Graham Potter's Chelsea. I think that's probably the worst result here. Drew 1-1 with a 10-man Brentford, and their final defeat and the final nail in the coffin for Brendan Rodgers was a 2-1 defeat to struggling Crystal Palace. They've been very, very poor recently. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of their last 7 have ended up as a defeat for Leicester. You can understand why the sacking of Brendan Rodgers was fully justified. How you doing, Mark? He says, hello, AJ. I'm back for another one. We're battling. We are battling. All the Villa fans, we are going to fight for Europe. We're going to fight tooth and nail. I don't think anyone expected this after the horrible start to the season with Steven Gerrard. I cannot believe there is potential for Europe already for Aston Villa under the reign of Unai Emery. What a guy he has been for Aston Villa. Probably our best manager. Very early to say this, I know, but it's probably been our best manager easily since Martin O'Neill, if not before that. We shall see what we'll do with Unai Emery. We haven't even had, how long have we had with Emery? Less than 6 months. It's been, it's been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy. I can't wait to see a year from now where we are under him. Just going to read through my chat. HTG said, honestly think Leicester could win this, but I'm still in high spirits. Just don't feel that confident. We did lose 4-2 to them a few weeks ago. That is still in my mind. They battered us as well on that day. They fully deserve to win. Clearly McGinn agreed with it. Liverpool have Arsenal next, so I doubt they win. That is true. Their game in hand is Arsenal, but, historically, Arsenal have struggled at Anfield. And people can turn around and say, well, it's a different season and Man United lost 7-0 to Liverpool. This has been a dire season for Liverpool. And they still won 7-0. Sometimes football heritage, Jose Mourinho once said it. Football heritage. Maybe they go there and bottle the league. Prime said, by the way, it's me. Oh, okay. How you doing, Dozen? I see you got a different account. Any news when I was news? I don't know what you mean by that, Gypsy. Any news when I was new, Stan work starts? I don't know what you mean by that, my friend. Praying everything goes our way, need a bit of luck. We do. I think we do today. It's not going to be easy. Mimi says, I think it's going to be a draw, but if we win, I reckon it'll be 2-1 up the Villa either way. Tyrone's wife, oh my god, that's Isabel. That's 100% Isabel. There's no way it's not. I'll put my whole channel on that. Predictions, guys, please put it in the comments what your prediction for today will be. Look, my heart is telling me we go and beat them 2-1. My heart is telling me that it's going to be a really close game, but we will come from behind and win 2-1, and it'll be an Ollie Watkins winner with 10 minutes to go. My brain is telling me, considering they got a new manager, they have to fight. You'd never want to play a team down the bottom at this stage of the season. As well, the closer you go to the end of the season, the more you don't want to play a team down the bottom, because they're going to fight, they're going to scrap, they know the situation they're in. I think it's going to... Look, I think realistically it's probably going to be a draw. My heart is telling me, though, that we do win the game. But my brain is saying it's probably going to be a 1-1. James Maddison will probably score for Leicester. He's been phenomenal this season for them. Vardy could be that goal scorer as well. Vardy does love a goal against Villa. I remember not that long ago we got slapped by Leicester at Villa Park and Vardy ran us to pieces. So you never know. You never know. Football's a funny old game. CJ says, I reckon 3-2. To who, CJ? To Villa? I refuse every time I say what the score will be. Every time I say the score will be, I'm wrong. Fair enough. Me said I'm saying 2-1. The first goal will be Watkins. Second will either be Buendia or Ramsey. I can just picture a Watkins winner today. If we are to win the game today, it will be an Ollie Watkins winner. I can feel that. I can feel that. Susan says solid 3-0, maybe 4-1 getting Villa. Would be absolutely massive today. I saw a stat that was, I think it was made by Sky. I could be wrong. And it was like the percentage possibilities of top 4. and they cropped us out, which was a bit weird. I know it probably wouldn't be very high. It'd be like maybe 1%, even less than that. But it'd be nice to be included. They put Liverpool in the stat and Brentford, and I don't know. It's a little bit like how Match of the Day included us next to like all the relegation teams, like when we were like 11 points clear of Crystal Palace. Like I don't know. I was a little bit confused by that. Anyway, we're not far away from being underway. We need to get the streams up. I'm gonna put my overlay on for the clock, and we're gonna go from there because I don't think we're far away now. Voice is going dry. Oh, I've accidentally turned that off. I clicked the wrong thing. Incredible production here as always. Where is it? Is it in the timer? There it is. All right, okay. So when the timer comes on, it will just appear in that white box. Late kickoff by the looks of it. It might just be. We need to find a stream. Obviously, there is no Sky or BT stream today, so we are all together once again trying to find a live stream of the game. Watkins to score first, then Vardy to score in the 80th minute, and Martina, goalkeeper winner, Bill Allison at the Hawthorns. Not that, well, I say not that long ago. It kind of was, wasn't it? But I do remember that. But yeah, I would absolutely, in the words of Kevin Keegan, love it if we beat them, because it will mean we are a serious contention for Europe. I'd even take that BT Europa Conference League. We just need Europe. We haven't had Europe since 2008. Like, we are starving. Considering how big of a club we are absolutely starving for some good news. And Europe would be massive. If you guys remember, Rapid Vienna was our downfall team for a few years. So as long as we don't play them, I think we'll be fine. Because we could work super hard and then play Rapid Vienna, and it'll all be for nothing. If I see Leicester score in the first 5 minutes, I'm gone. It would be classic Villa, wouldn't it? I do always say it's the games I expect us to win that we don't. And my heart is asking for a win today, which is a bad thing. That is a bad thing. I have found a live stream. I have found a live stream, ladies and gentlemen.
For all the talk of a new manager, a new head coach, it seems that Leicester City's owners will take their time to find.
If I can lower this volume, that'd be great. So I'm just going to put it in a comment, guys. Go to Footy, and it's the first link. It is literally as simple as that. Oh, you can hear the sound. Oh shit. Oh dear. All right, you guys pretend you didn't hear that. Pretend you didn't hear. Thank you guys. Thank you. I could have been banned. All right, we pretend we didn't hear that then. I think it's well, I think I might get away with it because that's like from an yeah, no. I turned it off. I apologize. Well, I panicked a little bit there. I didn't realize you lot could hear that. Oh dear. I think I should be fine. Anyway, well, that's how you know it works. You can bloody hear it. Footy, first link. I'm just trying to get to my YouTube page. I'm hearing the Super John McGinn chant, which is nice. Alright. Yeah, right. I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Footy link 1. There we go. I have never made that mistake on this. What? How many streams have I done with Villa now? I've never made that mistake before. I think I'll be fine because it was only like for a couple seconds. I don't think I'm gonna be in trouble. We move. If we are, then RIP. Darwin Núñez to score a brace against Chelsea. Mark my words. I mean, I would love to see it. I mean, either way, look, the result will be good because it will cement us in the top 10. That's the best way you can look at it. I'm still bitter, so come on, Leicester. How you doing, Jamza? How you doing, my friend? Yo, I gotta say, your content is very good. I will say that. You put out a lot of videos. And you have to watch a lot of people doing this type of thing, man. That is not easy. So yeah, you're killing it, man. All right, 3 minutes gone here. Leicester 0, Aston Villa 0. We've had very little in this game. I really wonder how Leicester are gonna set out this game. I think they could start a bit negative and move on. I think keeping that clean sheet at the start of the game and building into it, not starting super strong, super fast. You know their defense is shaky. So if they can stay in this game, it could become a problem for Villa later on. I think that could be a decent game plan for them. They also know that we like to play out from the back. Vardy, I know he's old. He's 35. He can still run. He can still press. I think there is potential for Leicester in this game. Just like we struggled with them at Villa Park for the same reason. I'm a little bit concerned. That's another thing, by the way. Virgin Media. If you have it, well, you already know about the trouble if you have it, but if not, the whole of the UK is struggling right now with Virgin Media. It is a big rip. Easy W for the Villa. We better make it hard for Leicester. We need to win. Oh, my stream is already having issues. How fun. I have to close that and reload it. That one might not be Virgin Media. It actually might be Footy here because this was completely fine and then it's just froze. Game of 2 hours, good tactics, keep them at bay and then pounce. Love that. But yeah. I like the way we play out from the back. I do worry sometimes. I know it worked kind of against Chelsea. I still stand by the fact it wasn't a perfect performance. I know people will say I'm nitpicking because we won 2-0 away at Stamford Bridge and Potter got the sack. Another day though, they beat us at we were, like I said, a glass cannon. It wasn't amazing. It was still very good, but it wasn't amazing, and there was definitely chances where Chelsea should have scored. Mudryk alone should have scored too. In response to a complaint received on the US Digital Millennium Copyright Act, we have removed one result from the page. Oh my god, I think... Really? Footy might be a big rip here. Watch live stream. There we go. Oh, okay, alright, cool. Yeah, I think they've removed one of the links. Well. Mate, I'm going to try and reload it again. Well, something was found. Sky Sports saying Leicester have been frantic so far, so we might be pressuring them. Well, I will double check if I ever get to watch it. This link is just not working. I may have to try the second link. Come on. Oh, maybe I'll just be patient. Maybe I'll be patient. 8 gone though. And I believe it is still Leicester 0, Aston Villa 0. Not much has happened. In fact, not much has happened in any of the games, as it's Bournemouth 0, Brighton 0, and Leeds 0, Nottingham Forest 0. We can see on the overlay as well if there's goals in either of those games. Gates said Yeovil in the National League is also goalless. Yeah, the links are not working. I'm going to try the second one. They refused to load. It's a shame because I've used Footy before and they've been really good. Yeah. If we win, we'll be 7th. There is big potential today. Big potential. But I'm just saying it'd be a very Villa thing to lose today. After everything that we've done recently, it'd be such a Villa thing to go and lose. Come on. Alright, I may have to go off Footy then. Yeah, the links are struggling. The links are struggling. How you doing, Harry FC? What's good? I'll try Total Sport Tech, but I very much doubt it. Chelsea kick off at 8 on Sky. Yeah, big game for us actually as well, which is kind of weird if you think about it. A Liverpool-Chelsea game has massive ramifications on Aston Villa season. That sounds very good to say out loud after the football that we've had to endure in the Championship not too long ago. Realistically, we can now say something like that. I don't know. That feels good. Well, I found a stream. But it seems quite far behind there, so I don't know about that. I'm gonna refresh it and hope for the best. It's like 2 minutes behind, which is crazy. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, I can tell you guys, it's Total Sport and it's the first link. It's listed under Kazakhstan versus Denmark. So before any of you guys worry. Alright, Total Sport link 1. Denmark title. Warra TV for the Aston Villa. I know. Well, the mid-table derby between you two apparently is important. There we go. So if you guys are wondering, that's how you watch it. It actually does have a chat as well, which is quite funny. It's like a YouTube video. But I'm watching the game through that. Incoming 0-0. I prefer Liverpool draw and Brighton lose. I'd love anything that can benefit Villa. Please. I'm open. I am open. 10 gone. Yeah, so about just over a minute behind. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Leicester 0, Villa 0. And it says Riconso on the ball for Aston Villa. Good turn by McGinn. I just seen Faye slip over. It's under so little pressure he just fell over. Right, I'm going to get a screenshot of the lineup as well. Because I always forget. For some reason, Christiansen's name just always escapes me. I can remember Castagna, Suta, and Face, but Christiansen, the name never comes to me. So I'm just going to have it here for reference. This game is screaming 0-0. I can see where you're coming from. I think there is potential for that, especially with us being away. I think there is huge potential for that. And especially their new manager, they're going to try and be careful. There's a chance there for Villa. Watkins with a heavy touch as he takes the ball out wide is Moreno. Moreno dancing, gets inside the box. Very poor from Buendia. What is he trying to do? Moreno very cleverly tries to interchange with Alex Moreno tries to interchange with Buendia, and Buendia takes a horrific touch and gives the ball away. I can't get my words out. It is 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. Well, that has huge effects on the table and the relegation fight. That is massive. Ollie Watkins twisting and turning. In the box, finds Moreno on the overlap. Again, it's not a great ball. We're making it difficult for ourselves here. Moreno back to John McGinn. And we're going to be super slow and go back to halfway line. I'm just going to look at what that does for the table, by the way. The Leeds Forest goal. Mangala scored, probably a set piece. Leeds go second bottom as things stand. Nottingham Forest go up to 13th on 30 points. Level with Crystal Palace. You're about a minute ahead of me. Wait, what are you using, Harry FC? Don't you use like a Roku or something like that? Good interception. Is Maddison for Leicester? We love Kamara. I was going to say, Kamara being missing for Villa hurts. He came off the... Oh... He had to come off at half time. I thought it was like injury prevention. He might have actually just tweaked it again, I'm guessing, and they want to be safe. I guess we can go 6 with a win. There is potential today. There is a lot of potential, Nick. Oh yeah, goal difference. Goal difference. So theoretically, in the goal difference is a funny one because, like, you know, like there can be times where you know you're not going to score 10 goals, but mathematically you can still get a certain position. That's what happens. Leicester City, I believe, it is the assistant manager, is it not? I could be wrong, but I've not heard any news of it being anyone else. But it's not Brendan Rodgers. I know that for a fact. I've actually seen very little people talk about that. I've only seen like Villa related news. Name one player that needs to join Aston Villa. Oh, bloody hell. Good question. I like that. Trying to think. Actually, like a realistic player down the bottom that we could go and nick. I don't mind any of the Forest players that they've got in. I don't think they're going to go down though. Ward Prowse from Southampton would be huge. I'd love Ward Prowse. Yeah, Gypsy Lad beat me to it. Ward Prowse from Southampton. We went for him. They wanted stupid money. They wanted like 50, 60 million. Southampton go down, that price plummets. So I think Ward Prowse would be massive. I know people will say, well, we've got Kamara as a holding mid, but take Kamara out Villa, we struggle. It's that simple. I would absolutely love it if we got Ward Prowse. Like, set pieces would be so nice. He literally he gets you goals from free kicks. Like, 3 goals. But I can see other teams sniffing around Ward Prowse, to be honest. But I think it'd be a good signing. I'm trying to think of anyone else I would take down the bottom. Maddison for Leicester. Cross comes in. Dangerous ball. Young doesn't quite get there. Villa just about defend there with Jacob Ramsey. And Ramsey's lost it. Oh dear. Here's Maddison again. Same position as his last cross. Pulls it back this time. Harvey Barnes. Jules Briol tries a left-footed cross and it's charged down by Leon Bailey. Give Bailey credit. He actually does defend all right, you know. Some wingers, like, you know, we saw the other day of Man United, Jadon Sancho cannot defend. Anthony, although he wasn't great, he does help his defenders. It's such an important trait. You got to help out your defense. We've seen it with Bertrand Traore a little bit. He's not the best at tracking back and helping his fullback. And in the modern days, you got to do it. You got to do it. Yeah, if you go to United, Sancho came on. They concede down his side because he doesn't help. It can be just something as simple as that. I missed the Ross Barkley era. He was so terrible. God, Ross Barkley. Tammy. I mean, I've been hearing Tammy Abraham for a few days now. We'll see. I loved him at Villa. I think he was phenomenal in the Championship. He's been okay for Roma. I don't know if they'd let him go though to Villa, and I don't know if we'd have competition. Free kick comes in. Well, it's deflected wide. Suter gone for a header. Who got the ball? Oh, Ollie. Wait. Well, that should have been a goal kick because that ball literally hits Suter and goes wide. Yeah, I'm not using MM Footy, CJ. I'm using Total Sport. I'm literally using the first link on Total Sport. Oh, when does work on the new stand start? I don't actually know that. I know the plan is in place, but I genuinely don't know when that work begins. I'd actually love to find out if someone does know in the chat. Ollie Watkins is down hurt. So he went down low against Suter to try and defend him and has hurt himself in the process. Oh dear. Oh yeah, shit. It's no longer MM Footy link, is it? It's you are spot on about that. I swear I typed it in but I didn't pin the comment. It was Total Sportec link 1 Denmark title. Fake Denmark title. I think that's how they get away with it, because it's called something else. I'm almost certain that's how they get away with it. Because there's no coincidence this game is called Kazakhstan versus Denmark. Ain't no way. Chelsea have kicked off in their game against Liverpool. What about Duran? Well, Duran, I'm not going to question Unai, especially after our incredible season that we've had with him. But I would have hoped Duran would have played more. Watkins is currently on the sideline now. I think he looks okay to come back on. I don't think he looks too hurt. He's walking about, so yeah, we'll see about that. Where can I watch the game? You have a link. So I have put it as a pinned comment. Go to Total Sport Tech, and it's the first link. It's under a weird name. When you click it, it's a free header. Oh my God, Suter should have scored. Leicester should be winning 1-0. Villa's defending was abysmal at the back post. Oh my God. Suter's hit the post with a header. And he should score. He actually should score. That's terrible from Villa. Harry Suter has got completely free at the far post and not scored. That was dire from Villa. That was absolutely dire. There was a little block off in the from the corner, which stopped any Villa player getting to Suter. I mean, even if you had a defender on him, he's like 6'6". Like, it's going to be difficult anyway. But that was absolutely shocking from Villa, and it really should be 1-0 to Leicester. That's a letter. That is a letter. Which Ramsey do you prefer? I do prefer Jacob Ramsey. Both of them are phenomenal players there, and I hope Middlesbrough get promoted with that. How do you watch it? I'm just saying, I'm on Total Sport Set. It's the first link. I think it has like HD in the name. I clicked on that and it's been fine. It's been absolutely fine. Like I said, some people have reported issues. I've been completely fine with it. So that is what I'm using right now. It's on the website. It's called like Kazakhstan versus Denmark, which obviously isn't the game that is being showed. Yeah, Leeds have equalised at Forest. At home to Forest. Forest did go up to 30 points level with Crystal Palace. Still, it wouldn't be a bad result if it stayed like that for Forest. As long as you win your home games, you pick up anything on the way as a bonus when you're in a relegation battle. So that'll be pretty huge. Leeds, though, I can't say the same. I think Leeds have to kind of win today. They're struggling. They're at home. They really got to fight for these points. And, well, they've got a goal, but I think they need more, really. 24 of you in the live stream, guys. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. 23 minutes gone here. It's Leicester 0. Sorry, it is 23 minutes, but on my clock on the game, it does say 22. But it is Leicester 0, Aston Villa 0 regardless. Good dribbling from Ndidi. That's quite nice, actually. Christensen. Villa slowly pressing. Ollie Watkins pretty much doing it on his own, though. Faiz. Harry Suter. Castagna just on the halfway line for Leicester. Nice bit of possession for them. This is better, though, from Villa. Forced them all the way back to the goalkeeper, Iverson. Very interesting start to the game. I don't think we've been that great, if I'm going to be honest. It has been a bit slow, and the only clear-cut opportunity was a Leicester one. Still, though, 0-0. My stream has frozen, so I have to reload it. Lovely. Okay. I think the link has stopped working. Lovely. Apparently Villa have scored. Well, I don't know about that. We'll have to wait and see. Because my stream has literally stopped working. It is a goal. It is a goal. Ollie Watkins has apparently scored. I need some VAR on that. Total Sportec, can you please help me out? But I've heard from multiple people, even on this website, that it is a goal for Aston Villa. Joe, you got a stream. Can you please show it? Yes, I will put it on the scoreline. It is Leicester 0, Aston Villa 1, and Ollie Watkins has continued his goal-scoring run. I mean, I want to see it first. I want to see it first. I'll put it on here. By the time I get there, I think I'll have missed it. Yes, Joe, if you can tell me. Don't provide the link, just tell me. Because I think the link will get removed by my my bot. So if you just tell me where to go, I'll find it. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, I've gone on stream. I've seen the goal. Oh my god, it's it. What was this shot? Watkins gets in between the two defenders. Oh dear. It's pretty. It's a pretty crap goal. We'll take it though. It is officially 1-0 to Aston Villa. All I saw of that was a ball down the middle. Watkins getting in between the two centre-halves of Leicester. And as he fell to the ground, he slides the ball past the keeper. Although there is VAR, he looks onside though. They're checking for a possible offside, but he does look on. To me. So there is VAR on the goal. We are going to see though if it stands. Well, Harry FC has said it's a goal. It should stay a goal. That's never offside in a million years. That is a goal. It is 1-0 to Aston Villa. Officially. I didn't see who the pass was from because they cut it out of the live stream. It's given. It is officially given. What a run of form Watkins is on. Unreal run of form. No offside offence. I'm going to just check to you. I think it was Dougie Luiz, but I'm going to double check that because I could be wrong. No, it was an Emi Buendia pass. It was a through ball down the middle from Emi Buendia. Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins. Villa lead the Albrighton derby. Oh my god, yeah. He's also from my hometown. Well, yeah, he is. Got to be honest, I thought Watkins. Well, it's not a convincing shot, is it? I love Ollie. He's been phenomenal, right, this season. But a shot like that, I don't expect to go in the back of the net personally. But it is 1-0 Villa. It is 1-0 Villa. It's been against the run of play. I've not seen much of Villa, to be honest, going forward. So a little bit like the Chelsea game. It's a goal against the run of play. I'm going to check. I think as things stand, we're up to 7th in the Premier League. We are. Well, the Villa fans are singing, we got Super Unai Emery. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Free kick is dire from Maddison, and the Villa fans will ironically applause it. What link to Total Sportec stopped working? Oh, it's I think the third link. I have to delete my comment again because once again it's not working. Can I copy that? All right. Total Sportec. Link 3. What a mess. It is the third link I'm using. All I'm hearing, by the way, is the Villa fans. I'm not even joking. That's all I hear super loud in my ears right now, just the Villa fans. They have definitely woken up. Early ball in from Castagna. Tyra Mings, not the best of clearances, but it is enough for Aston Villa to defend, and we do get a throw in. Leicester never had good fans. I mean, that's true. We are amplified by the the fact that the Leicester supporters, they're not the best, are they? 1-0 Brighton away at Bournemouth. Oh dear, yeah, that's not great for Villa. That's not great for Villa, but it's fine. They were above us in the table anyway. As things stand, Villa go to 7th on 44 points. Brighton in 6th on 46 points. Man United on 50. I just can't believe I'm saying this. Villa are 6 points behind Tottenham and Man United and Newcastle. I know Newcastle have 2 games in hand and so do United, but 6 points behind Spurs, considering, you know, the fact that they're supposed to be a big 6 club. This is not bad. We're above Liverpool. They do have that game in hand, though, that I spoke about. You never know. We can get European football, but it's a big if because we got to think we're not going to win every game. That is true. You never know. Emery, we are 3rd in the form table since he's been here. Like, you know how ridiculous that is? Like, have you ever deeped that? Only Arsenal and Manchester City, who are both in a title race, have more points than Aston Villa since Unai Emery has come in. You know how phenomenal that is? Like, that's ridiculous. Brighton, we've picked more points up than Brighton and Brentford in that time, and they've had a great season. Like, we even beat Brighton. And I think, well, at the start, just after Gerrard got sacked, we beat Brentford 4-0 as well. We're like Mourinho with Chelsea, play bad football but win. I don't think we play bad football. I like the playing out from the back. I think we can play negative at times when we're winning and we want to hold on. Like that Brighton game is a perfect example. We played very ugly in that game. But sometimes you need to. The goal difference, though, could be huge because we have -1 and the teams around us have +16, +15, +9. That is huge. You got to remember that. You got to remember that. We don't hit teams like Liverpool beat a team by 9 goals this season. We haven't. Score 1 goal, part of the bus. Yeah, we don't have the squad for we don't have Liverpool squad that can hit teams for stupid goals. The fact though that we're above them in the table is ridiculous. Imagine if we had Emery at the start of the season. Imagine. Oh my days. Buendia picks up the ball in the box, finds Dougie Luiz. Buendia takes back over, finds Moreno. He's gone for a shot, which took a deflection. I think out of all the players there, I don't think Moreno should have been the one to shoot. Because Buendia was in a good shot, a good space to shoot. We've won it back though. Moreno goes for goal! And not far past the post from the fullback Moreno, which I'm going to applaud that. That's not bad from Villa. We lost it a couple of times, but instantly won it back. Undidi had his pocket picked by Dougie Luiz and Moreno together, and he's gone for a left-footed low shot just past the post. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too far away. McGinn picks up the ball. Leicester have been very sloppy since the goal, I got to say. A bit like Chelsea, right? I didn't think we were that great before the goal, but the reaction is huge, right? You have to react in a certain way. And Leicester's reaction to going a goal down hasn't been great. I think they've been okay in this game before that, but maybe because they're second bottom in the Premier League, they've been struggling for a lot of the season. They've lost, 6 of their last 7. The thought of losing again probably creeps in. It's shocking defending from the looks of the goal. You never know. You never know what's in the minds of these players. Shot from Dougie Luiz takes a deflection. Villa get a corner. Well, it's all Villa right now. It is all Aston Villa. Like I said, guys, if there is a goal, I'd rather not be told because then my reaction can be pure. So if you do hear news that it's a goal, I'd rather, because I think we're all at least watching the similar streams and stuff. So I'd rather, if people are in the know, just keep it quiet just for like a minute, so we get to actually have like a nice reaction to it. Dougie Luiz, wow, that's a great tackle actually. That's a really good tackle from Mendy, and an offside flag has gone up. This Mendy challenge, if he mistimes that, that's a penalty. That's a really good challenge. Was Watkins' goal good? I didn't see it. My stream froze. I actually did miss the goal initially, but watching a replay, it was a good through ball. The finish was not great. Like, I'm not going to criticize a goal, but he just slides it past the keeper as the ball trickles across the goal line and into the back of the net. I'll put it this way. It's not a goal of the month contender, but a goal is a goal, and it continues his run. Leicester on the break at the other end. Christiansen gets a cross in, which takes a deflection off Bailey. Off Ashley Young, not Bailey. Villa defending very deep, very similar to that Chelsea game where we've got lots of players back. And we now have a throw-in with 34 minutes gone. It is 1-0 to Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins once again scoring for Villa, which means, I believe, only Gabby Agbonlahor has scored more Premier League goals for Villa than Ollie Watkins. I believe that is true. I think Gabby Agbonlahor scored 78 goals for Aston Villa. Premier League goals for Aston Villa. I think it's only Ollie Watkins. Oh, that finish is pretty dotty, I gotta say. That I'm just seeing the finish again. It's not. It's a very scuffed goal. I don't think he gets great contact on the ball, but it's enough. It's enough to go into the back of the net. Who cares? Chelsea are all over Liverpool, says Gypsy Lad. That's 6th away goal in a row. I mean, we have scored a lot of goals under Emery. We have scored a lot of goals. That's something that we have struggled with for years. It's been like part of our DNA almost, that we don't score a lot of goals, but we have done under Unai Emery. Prime or Gatorade? I've not tried Prime, and Gatorade's disgusting. I did watch, this has nothing to do with football, and I'll keep this very brief, but I did watch a video from a YouTube channel called Food Theorist, which talks about like flavors and stuff that was used in Prime and Gatorade. And the reason why Prime tastes different is because they use like different amounts of sodium to like the other competitors out there, which is why it tastes like apparently a little bit sweeter and less salty. Chance for Leicester. Barnes goal. Leicester have equalised. Harvey Barnes. He loves a goal against Villa, doesn't he? He absolutely loves a goal against Aston Villa. Of course, I was talking about some useless bollocks like Prime when they've scored. Of course I was. Leicester have equalised. It's a lovely ball. And Barnes is just way quicker than Ashley Young. Oh my God. It's a Route 1 goal. For all the fancy football that Leicester can play, it's literally Route 1 as Fies hammers it long for Barnes, who outpaces Young and fires in the bottom corner. It is literally as simple as that. It's just a long ball. And Barnes' first touch is beautiful. That is an amazing first touch, by the way. Oh, for God's sake, Villa, man. It's so simple. It's that... See, this is my problem with a high line. This can happen when you've got slow defenders, right? This is always a risk. You've got to remember, Young is 38, 39 years old, right? That can happen. Barnes is rapid. And when he can take a touch like that and go through and score, we are in trouble. Leicester level. And the crowd are, well, they're definitely a lot louder now. Typical Villa beat a top team and struggle against these. I mean, it is a goal out of nowhere. Villa scored out of nowhere, and now Leicester have as well. Oh dear. Oh dear. I know, like Ashley Young's had a great season at Aston Villa, but he's just got rinsed by Barnes there. And there's nothing he can do about it, because Barnes is just quicker. He's younger, he's quicker, he's agile. And that first touch from him, from that long ball from Faiz, is pretty much, well, unstoppable. It's an amazing first touch, and he's gone through and scored. And I am just a bit frustrated because it's so easy. It's so easy. They've tried to pass their way through us, and instead they've just scored with a hoofball. Yeah, Chance for Leicester again. Emmy this time off his line. And this is what he needs to do. Emmy needs to come off his line a little bit more. That's the way you stop this. He's done it before in games. I think that's probably one of the best ways to stop Barnes. He trusted in Young to keep up with him and he couldn't. And by the time Emmy ran out to him, it was too late. He tried to close down the space, but Barnes slammed it past him. He's got to possibly take, command a little bit. Because he should know Barnes is bloody rapid. Your name's not Nick, by the way. Well, it is X-Nick. It's X-Nick501X. So I think fair enough. I can call you whatever. But most people would presume that is just Nick in between two X's. Another long ball. Emmy, this is better. Emmy, realising the situation, comes off his line, wins a header. Leicester are actually playing hoofball. Leicester are actually playing hoofball. This is unbelievable. Moreno. I gotta say, Dean has took his best chance to be negative here. Villa have won 4 of their last 5 games, including a 2-0 win at Stamford Bridge. We have led 1-0, been okay, and Leicester have scored a long ball because Barnes is quicker than Ashley Young, and Dean is straight away here to say this is why he never hype beating Chelsea. My friend, you seriously need to have a bit more of a positive outview. A positive outlook of life, my friend, because we've been very good this season. Under Unai Emery, we're the 3rd best team in the form table. And yes, they've scored. Yes, it was a crap goal. Yes, Young should have done better. But my guy, you've got to look on the brighter side of things. We could be Chelsea fans, man. Yeah, we're not going to win every single game. These have just sacked Brendan Rodgers. These players have a point to prove. They're second bottom. Playing teams down the bottom is not easy. They fight for every ball. They're hungry. They want to stay in the Premier League. It means their careers, right? They will fight tooth and nail. We have Europe to play for, I suppose, but they're going to fight more to stay in the Premier League than we are for Europe. And it's just as simple as that. Because if Villa don't make Europe, these players don't lose their jobs. If Leicester get relegated for their careers, that's not great. And we are away. And we did lose to these at home only a few weeks ago. Barnes goes for a shot. It's actually saved off the foot of Emmy as it took a deflection. That could have gone horribly wrong. Well, Emmy Martinez he dived early. It took a deflection and he had to save it with his foot. Jesus Christ. Harvey Barnes is having us on toast. I love Young, but he's gonna come off. He's got to come off. If you guys remember, Watford away, opening day of the season last year, Matt Targett versus Ismail Assar. Targett had to be hooked off at half time because he was getting rinsed. And I think something very similar has got to happen here. Because every time Barnes gets the ball, we're in trouble. He should be 3. I've heard. Yes, J Rod's a Liverpool fan. He's saying he should be 3 or 4-0 down. I have heard reports of Chelsea being all over Liverpool. And you've definitely confirmed it. Sarah's a beast. He is a beast. Oh dear. Joe Gomez as a fullback is wild. That's what you talk about a threadbare squad. How to get free Wi-Fi access in Villa Stadium? There is a seat in Villa Park. Villa, by the way, is horrible for signal. I hate that. Oh, I just forgot to say actually, I'm going to Villa versus Newcastle, so don't expect a stream of that game, but I will do a vlog. I probably should have said this. I a while ago. I think I should have said this in the last stream because I've known about it for a while. But I've got a ticket for Villa Newcastle, so that'll be, I think, my third Villa vlog, which I'm very happy about. I do like doing them. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. It's like a really weird time. It's like 12:30 as well. I think West Ham are going down. I mean, it's all up in the air. I love it. I love it when a relegation battle is this entertaining. It's going to make some games so fun. The tackle's going to start flying in games towards the end of the season. You going to Forest at home in the Newcastle game? I'm in the North Stand for the Newcastle game, which I'm very happy about. I got cheap tickets. Happy days. You like the stream? I appreciate it. Guys, if you haven't already, please do like the video. It does help promote the stream to other people, which would be very much appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're a Villa fan, Leicester fan, or just a fan of football in general, it does really support the channel, and it would be very much appreciated by me. The North Stand looks so different, so it will. It really will. I believe I'm in lower, but I'm going to double check. I think I'm in lower towards the away fans, but I'm not 100%. I'll probably say, like, in my Discord, or I'll tell I'll tell people on the community post where I'm going to be. And if people do want to say hello, feel free. I've had a couple people I've not had many, but I've had a couple people recognize me in person. It's weird for me to just like think about it, but I've had 3 interactions now of people recognizing me in public. But if you do want to say hello, if you see me, then feel free. Feel free, man. You're gonna be near me if you're there. No way. No way. Well, you'll know it's me if you see me. Leeds are in front. That is right. They're beating Nottingham Forest by 2-1. That's huge for Leeds. Huge for Leeds. You always go in the Holt End. Holt End is best for atmosphere. It's just expensive these days. And getting a ticket next to like friends is just a nightmare. It is just an absolute nightmare. I've got very lucky. I'm going with 2 people. But it's so hard. Since we've been in the Prem, it's so hard to get tickets, man. I don't mind Leeds. I don't mind Leeds. Some of their fans can be a bit arrogant, but I do think they're a big club. Where do you sit? It's different every time, but I think I'm going lower North Stand towards the away fans. I think, but I'll let everyone know closer to the date. 'Cause I don't actually have the tickets on me right now. My friend does. So yeah. But I will be doing a vlog, which will be fun. I like that. I did a vlog for Villa Palace last year with the 1-1 draw. I did the Villa Chelsea vlog this season when we lost under Steven Gerrard. So if you haven't watched those videos, you can see what they're like. Leeds fans out like that at the top of the Premier League and winning every match. They're so overconfident. Fair. I do think some fan bases are weird. Newcastle's fan base is weird. Villa caused a rivalry against Forest. I like Forest. I have no animosity towards Forest at all. I like Forest. Forest are a massive club. 2 Champions Leagues. Incredible fan base. They have incredible limbs when they score at their city ground. I think they're a very good team. I like it. I like them being in the Prem. I'd much rather them in the Prem than like Bournemouth. I think they contribute, more in the Premier League. Sinisterra have scored. Good player. Very quick. How are the teams playing? Inconsistent. I think Villa didn't start very well and scored against the run of play. Then we started to grow into the game and Leicester scored from a route 1 goal. So it's very, very bizarre. Both teams have had their ups and downs, but they've conceded during their highest point. Leicester were looking very good. They had a free header at the back post with Suter and they were growing into the game, looking dominant, and that's when we scored. And that is half time. Here, Leicester 1, Villa 1. Like I said, not great, but it's something to build on. This was never going to be an easy game. Never going to be. If anyone honestly thought we were going to go here and slap them, then give your head a wobble. Even under our best form, this was never going to be easy. Harvey Barnes loves a goal against Villa. Vardy loves a goal against Villa. We did lose to them at home not too long ago. Yeah. I hope for the best in the second half. I did say though, and you can literally scroll back and scrub all the way to the start of the stream. I said Villa to win 2-1 after. Oh, I did say that we'd come from a goal down. But anyway, we could still win this 2-1. My 2-1 prediction has potential. I also said 1. Well, I said my heart says 2-1. My brain says 1-1. So my brain is winning right now. We'll see. Kante has won possession 6 times, and it's the 35th minute. Can he leave us alone? Oh dear. Vardy, I believe, is 35 years of age. I believe. It's not going to be a thrashing, but I still think we're going to win 2-1, says Mimi. 3-2, prediction still on. Not many chances created from Anthony. I'll put 2-1 in the Super 6. Their goal is... So, he is a new keeper. Danny Ward is dire. Like, I don't want to be funny about him. He's just shocking. I'm sorry. I really don't rate Danny Ward. He's been better. He started the season horribly. I remember when they got trounced by Brighton. He just looked so out of place. But yeah, I think they definitely needed someone else to come in. Ambush says, at an Irish bar in Spain watching this. I've heard there's lots of Irish bars in Spain. I've only ever been once, and it was to Ibiza like years ago. So I don't remember, but I've heard there's lots of Irish bars there. I hope you enjoy. Hope you enjoy the weather over there. Hart says 3-1 to us. Brian says 2-1 to them. So just so Villa for us. Wait, it says 2-1 to them. Just so Villa for us only think convincing me. Otherwise, our form. Our form has been good, but you know, form can go out the window when you play teams down the bottom, and when they just got rid of their manager, and both has happened. Split says getting a bit nervy. I am a bit tense. Like I said, big opportunity to push towards that top 6. And so far, we're not really taking it. Liverpool hanging on in their game as well. If we can make it to the 60th minute, 0-0, we have a chance. What do you see? What do you guys want? Do you guys want a Liverpool win? Do you want a Chelsea win? A draw? I think a draw is probably the best of both worlds, right? Because it keeps Chelsea, you know, at bay behind us. And a draw for Liverpool, I know they have a game in hand. But if we want to fight for that top 6, I'm trying to think of the best outcome possible. I don't think a draw would be too bad. I think a draw, right now, I think it's fine. If it stays how it is. I think the world wants Liverpool win just because Chelsea loses is funny. It is funny with Chelsea. That I will agree. That I will agree. At 3-1 Leicester, I think that's not coming from Mr. Negative Head or a lovely 90th minute concede. And he thinks Chelsea to win. After everything you criticise Villa, Chelsea are dire. And you think they're going to win. That is so funny to me. They're going to lose to Aston on Sunday anyway. I mean, historically, I did say this earlier in my stream. Historically, Liverpool beat Arsenal at Anfield. That historically is a fact. Arsenal don't go there and win. I don't think they've gone there to win in a very, very long time. Football heritage is what I say. Arsenal's season could fall to pieces. Historically, we don't lose to bottom of the league 3 times a season. But look, at the same season, you go and beat Man United 7-0 at home. Football heritage. I just got in. How we playing? Like I said, I'll wrap this up a little bit because I've spoken about it, but I'll condense it a little bit. Pretty poor start. Leicester had a real big clear-cut opportunity from a corner, which Suter missed a free header. Then we scored out of absolutely nowhere, completely against run of play, similar to the Chelsea game. Ollie Watkins on a through ball as he slots it past the keeper. Very much a miss hit, but we don't care. It's a goal. We're grown into the game at that point. Leicester didn't react very well to going a goal down. You just think maybe Villa can nick a second, and suddenly Faiz plays a stupid long ball that Ashley Young cannot keep up with Barnes with. Barnes takes an unbelievable first touch and skins Young. And, Emmy tries to come off his line, but at that point it's too late and he slots it past Emmy Martinez. Since then, I've noticed Emmy has been way quicker off his line to try and deal with the long balls because Leicester have spammed them since their goal. It's like, well, it worked one time, so we're just going to keep doing it. And they keep hammering these long balls towards the edge of our box. But since the goal, we seem to have, fixed the problem. We still might be hurt again with another long ball, but I think we've reacted well to that. Very even contest. I'm just annoyed because, we've played some good football at times, and then they've just scored with the most Brexit Route 1 ball you've ever seen. Sky Sports have posted a video just called Dan. I don't know the context behind that. Villa fans on Twitter. Bailey off, I beg. Top comment. I'm just going to say it. And I sound really harsh considering how well we've done, under Unai Emery and everything. Why does he like Bailey so much? Like, Leon Bailey hasn't been that good recently, has he? I don't quite understand why we keep playing him and not Duran. I don't quite understand. Do you see Sky Sports only showing bottom night? I know it's a joke. It's a joke. They'll show Villa when we were there, but Chelsea are there and they refuse to show it, whatever. I don't care. It'd be very easy to say Sky Sports agenda, but I don't care enough to put my my energy on that, to be honest. Emery likes to build players' confidence to work with Watkins. I see your point, Mark, but at what point does it become a detriment? Because Bailey hasn't just been bad in one game, or two, or three, or four. It's a common theme now. And Watkins, will have some poor games. But even in the poorest of games, Ollie Watkins, he runs his socks off, presses for the full 90 minutes if he plays that full 90 minutes, and at least contributes to the team with that. Bailey doesn't do that. What is Bailey offering Villa right now? I get he wants to build the confidence of players. I respect that, I really do. But at some point, you kind of have to, just accept that maybe dropping him for a little bit might work. Because he's offered nothing out there. He's offered absolutely nothing out there. My sound isn't low. I deplore you to turn your volume up because my microphone on my stream studio is going into the red, which means I'm definitely producing enough sound. So unless my stream is having a malfunction, I believe it is fine. Bailey's hit and miss. He's definitely more miss than hit. They're hoping we don't stay there too long. I hope we do. Bailey has been bad all season. Ollie works hard on the back. Exactly. Absolutely spot on. I said something similar. Ollie Watkins' worst day is, either doesn't get a lot of shots in the game at all, or when he does shoot, he misses like a couple sitters. He drops like a 5.5, 6 out of 10. But even with those type of games, he presses and presses and presses and never stops. He's always like a thorn in your side. I just don't see how Bailey contributes at something similar to that. What has Bailey done today? Anyway, I'm going to read more comments. Bailey must have Emery's nudes or something because he offers nothing. Get Bailey off. Going to be honest, Harvey Barnes' goal was sensational. Other than that, we look better side. We need more from Bailey. Get the Jamaican Andre Green off now. Oh dear. The Jamaican Andre Green. That's a wild comment. Young, Bailey, sub, Carlos Duran on. Love you, Youngie, but after your shift on Saturday, you just haven't got the legs tonight against Barnes. I didn't think about that, actually. I really should have. Young did play at the weekend, didn't he? So he is probably not as fit I mean, he's going to struggle anyway because of his age. But an unfit young... That's probably why he struggled with Barnes for the goal. Yeah, that makes more sense to me, actually. I just watched Simicast fail to get a corner off the ground. Oh, dear. Mimi says, I feel like at the moment, if it doesn't make a difference if Bailey's on or off, he doesn't create much of an impact. He doesn't. I just think, Duran coming on right now would be huge. He won't make the sub, but I think Duran on would be massive right now. Make that 5th big chance for Chelsea this half. What do you think of the Tammy Abraham rumour? I'd like Tammy at Villa. I'd like to give Archer an actual opportunity. I do think he's deserved it. Even if it doesn't work out, I think he's deserved his time. A lot of teams are relying on youth. And we have good players. We have very good players in our academy. Right? And he's come from our academy, gone on loan at Preston, at Middlesbrough, played for us in the Carabao Cup last year, and has done phenomenal on all accounts at all teams. Thoroughly deserves to play for Aston Villa. At least get the chance. Might not work. It might not work out. I'm fully happy to admit that. It might not work out. But on the off chance it could save us 30 million on a striker, I think we should take it. So yeah. We could get... I don't think Tammy wouldn't be a bad signing. He was very good for Villa in the Championship. I do like Tammy. I would like the signing, but I just think maybe we could look closer to him personally. Duran should have been on from the start, says Mimi. Yeah. We shall see. I just don't think we've ever really given the youth a proper chance. Jacob Ramsey and Jack Grealish are, the players who slip through the cracks, I guess. But Chukwuemeka wanted to leave for football, and he's played more games at Chelsea than I ever thought he would. What's my favourite Easter egg? I don't really care, to be honest. I do like what are they called? Like the Cadbury ones are lovely. I love the Cadbury ones. Joe Gomez almost just scored from 25 yards. What am I watching? Chuck left for the money. Possibly. But we did get 20 million from Chukwuemeka. I know it sounds like toxic or copium. You can look at, you can view what I'm going to say how you want. I thought Chukwuemeka was a good player. I didn't think he was a great player. I think, Philogene Bidace is better. I think Archer's better. I think even Louis Barry could probably offer more. That probably does sound like sour grapes, but I am genuinely being as honest as I can. You guys know what I am like on this channel. I try and be as unbiased as possible. I don't think Chukwuemeka offered us more than any of the players I've just listed. So 20 million for that? I don't think it's bad business. And from what I watched at Chelsea, I don't know. I think he's got talent, but I don't think it's any more than any of the players I've listed. Fabinho should have scored and give up on football. When did he play? He never played well when he had the chance. Do you guys remember? Was it Norwich at home where he played in a 1-0 win? I think him and Eroge Bunham played. I could be completely wrong, and I think Chukwuemeka was terrible. All I remember him ever doing positive was hitting the post against Tottenham. It's the only thing I remember Chukwuemeka doing remotely positive. Selling Carney was a great piece of business. We absolutely shafted Chelsea. I think he's not worth the 20 million. Bear in mind that they got rid of Billy Gilmore for like half of that. I think Gilmore has shown way more signs of quality than Chukwuemeka personally. I know they don't play the exact same position, but I'm just using that as a way to compare and contrast. All right, so we're not far away from the second half, so the players come back on the pitch. Come on, Aston Villa. Come on, the boys. Come on, the boys. Can we stop Harvey Barnes? and managerless Leicester City as they fight to survive in the Premier League. Guys, there are 32 of you in the live stream right now. Please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I think we have more people watching than we have likes on the video. So if you can help that, I would very much appreciate it. As we are underway for the second half. Oh my God. I don't know why I'm nervous, man. I am nervous about this game. This is a big opportunity. We haven't finished in a positive position in a very long time. I think. Now, I'm really trying to remember. The last time we got top 10 in the Premier League, I believe, was 2011. I think it was 2011 under Gerard Houllier. I would love to know if I'm right or wrong. Any of the stat people in the chat. I believe it's been that long since we finished in... Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it was. We haven't had a positive season since that year. Yeah, it was. Yeah. 2011. See, ball knowledge. Ball knowledge in here. It has been that long. So the nerve is setting in for me a little bit, you know? We haven't had something positive at Villa in a long time. We haven't won a trophy since 1996. So every time we get close to a final or a semi-final, I get nervous. Because I know how big it is for the club. That Carabao Cup final, if you guys remember when we lost to Manchester City, I don't think I've been more heartbroken about a ball hitting the post than I've ever been. And it's for a Mickey Mouse Cup. It was Bjorn Engel's header that hit the post. And my heart shattered when I saw that ball rebound off the post. I've never been more emotionally affected by a ball hitting the upright in all my years of watching football. That absolutely crushed me seeing that. Because we were all over. We had City on strings for like 30 minutes in that game. Oh, man, that actually broke my soul when Engels hit the post because I knew it. That was the moment. I also remember very vividly Marvelous Nakamba with an absolute crunching Brexit tackle. One of the best slide tackles I've ever seen in a cup final. Which is probably I mean, in the modern day, it's probably a red card, right? But I love those type of tackles. Full-blooded. The passion in that challenge was massive. Man City scored from a... yeah, that was it. That was it, Fresh. It wasn't. That is an incredible memory from you. Yeah, it was never a corner. It was we got scammed. Didn't we play Al Mohammadi on right wing? Watkins goes for a header for Villa and it's straight into the hands of Iverson. Watkins was pretty free there in the box, but it's not an easy chance, to be fair. Yeah, Faiz has just left him now. That's very bizarre. Most heartbroken I've been from a ball hitting the post from memory is when Courtois tipped it onto the... Oh, yeah, I remember that. Courtois in that final was different gravy. Different gravy. That was one of the best goalkeeping performances I've seen. I'm trying to think of better performances. Casillas in the 2010 World Cup final comes to mind. But that Courtois performance was incredible. Oh, De Gea Arsenal. Yeah. I remember when... Was it DT who said De Gea could save the Titanic? I remember that. I remember a player from... I can't remember who it was, but a player from Spain dropped their phone and it smashed and he says De Gea could have saved it. Adrian versus Villa. That's funny. I remember that Samatta header was a bullet from a John Stones. Yeah, John Stones making a mistake out of nowhere because we were pretty dire in that game at 2-0, and then that random mistake from from Stones even, and Samatta doing something phenomenal. Ashley Young complaining at a free kick, by the way. Young has sliced into Harvey Barnes there. Please get Young off. Please just get Young off. Yeah, Harry said it before me. But he's been ripped to pieces. He's been absolutely ripped to pieces. Yeah, Al Ghazi, notoriously bad for assists. In his best season at Villa, he scored like 10 goals and didn't get a single assist. I gotta say, though, about Al Ghazi, probably the best penalty taker that we have had. That is something you can always rely on Al Ghazi. Whenever we had a penalty, I was so relaxed. My guy could strike a penalty. I don't know who gave him those skills. Out of everything, okay, Spinks in 82, fine. You might win there. But Al Ghazi, from the spot, was different gravy. My guy was phenomenal from penalties. He'd always stick it right in the corner every time. I remember the ice cold penalty at the Molineux when we beat Wolves 1-0. Ice cold from Al Ghazi. I like Al Ghazi. He put a lot of effort in, very frustrating at the time. He was very confident in himself, right? But his end product was wild. Do you remember that Burnley game where we had 20, 30... Did we have 30 shots? I might be bugging, but I swear we had 30 shots against Burnley and didn't score. I swear we had 30 shots against Burnley in a 0-0 draw. And Al Ghazi had 10 of them. I just remember Al Ghazi spamming long shots against Burnley like it was a FIFA game. And they were just flying over the crossbar consistently. Oh, Louise with the X. Last time he did that, we did score, by the way. Last time he did that symbol, the ball went to John McGinn at the edge of the box, if you guys remember. It's the exact same sign. Corner comes in. Oh! Well... Suter got there. Keeper tried to. It's going to be another Villa corner. Yeah, Harry Suter took that from his goalkeeper. I think that's literally a simple catch for the keeper there. Remember when we had Kyle Walker on loan? Yeah, we actually gave him a career, really. It was from that loan spell. He broke into the Spurs team. I bet there's some info for Jack. I bet he never knew. Kyle Walker played for Aston Villa before he got, obviously, his fame at Tottenham. It was because his time at Villa, he got game time at Spurs, which is why he went to Manchester City. We literally developed Kyle Walker. And it seems to be only Villa fans that know that. It's crazy. I always see Kyle Walker in a Villa shirt in under the threads of players you forget played for this club, and Kyle Walker appears in every single one of those. We are going back 10 plus years, but yeah. Remember we had Traore when we got relegated. Garner Gay was solid. Garner Gay was one of the. Here's a massive stat for you about Idrissa Gana Gueye. In the season we got relegated, that was that horrible season. I believe he had more interceptions than any player in the division. You know how wild that is. Bottom of the table, cut adrift, and Idrissa Gana Gueye with more interceptions than any player. Somehow managed to get a really good player. Jordan Amavi, I also remember being a very solid fullback at Villa as well. Whenever I think of Amavi, I love thinking back on some Villa players, you know. I always think of Amavi's cross for Gisted. Whenever I think of Rudy Gisted or Amavi, it's that same goal against Blues. Every time. My brain instantly goes there. And I picture where I was when that goal happened. Do you remember the days when we have Hitzelsberger, when we used to shout shoot? That was slightly before my time. I am 23 years of age. I am old, but that was just slightly before my time. I started watching Villa. My first Villa game was in 2009 as a 9-year-old. I was a little bit of a late bloomer into football. I only started really being interested when I was 7 or 8. I know a lot of people used to play when they're like, 4 years old and all that. But I was like late into football, really. So yeah, Jonathan Codger, 16-17, we were awful. Oh, I still remember Codger's volley against Fulham, the scissor kick. A very untalked about goal, actually. People always play the McGinn volley against Sheffield Wednesday, but not many people seem to remember the Codger goal against Fulham. The Marlborough, Luke Moore, again, I never saw them actually play. I don't think, anyway. Like the first season I properly started watching Villa was in the 2009-2010 season. That was like the first proper season I started watching Aston Villa. So you're talking the Nathan Delfonsos, the Richard Dunn, James Collins. Don't get me wrong. In 2010, I went to a lot of games. I started late. But I watched a lot of games that year for my first year. Oh, Loughton's goal against Stoke. Oh my god, the Stoke goal. I remember. I remember the goal. I remember match of the day not even having it in their goal of the season vote. It wasn't even apparently good enough to go in a goal of the season vote, even though it was like an insane long shot from like 40 yards or something silly. Ridiculous. Every time I watch along, we win. Every time I watch along, we win. Got here at half time. Well, Ashley, I hope you are the beacon of hope that we need, my friend. Juan Pablo Engel, a little bit before my time, but still phenomenal player that a lot of people respect at Aston Villa. I watched Liverpool in 10-11 and 11-12. I think my first proper seasons were 12-13 and 13-14. Oh dear. What a incredible start to being a Liverpool fan. Was 13-14 the bottle season? I always forget. Moreno's gone down in the box, but he's never going to win a foul for that. Oh dear. Solano. And then again, another player slightly before my time. Same with, the likes of Jemba, Thomas Sorensen. Names are escaping me. I did get to see John McGinn. Not John McGinn, obviously. John Carew. John Carew. My brain is fried. John Carew. I got to watch a few games of John Carew. Stuart Downing. James Milner, obviously. Ashley Young. Fabian Delph. Who did I miss? Scott. I remember Scott Carson being on loan, but I never got to watch him. For one season. Martin Larsson, that was like a year before I started watching Villa. But people always mention Martin Larsson as one of like our best defenders. Melberg, I missed out on Melberg and Larsson, When I started watching Villa as a little kid, it was Richard Dunn, James Collins. Don't get me wrong, that's still pretty decent defence, right? Neil Warnock, I remember his crosses used to be so nice. Warnock used to sling in a ball. Yeah, the game's been dire in the second half. I can't lie. 20 minutes in and it has been pretty poor. I have said this a million times. If you notice me talking to chat more, that is a reflection on how the game is going, I'm afraid. Oh, sorry, was it Stephen Warnock? Sorry, Stephen Warnock. Not Neil Warnock, the manager. Stephen Warnock. He went to Reading as well, I remember. The left back. Yeah. They're both named Warnock, forgive me. Remember when Liam Ridge... Oh, yeah. I remember as a kid watching that game. Yeah, Liam Ridgewell, former Villa player, scoring an angle. Oh dear. I also vividly remember when we beat Blues 1-0 from a James Milner penalty. The game was crap. The game was terrible. But I remember being super nervous as a little kid watching that. First memories were Benteke in the FA Cup final. Oh, I was depressed for that final. I was miserable. I was genuinely in a lot of pain watching that game. I remember we played Chris Samba up front against... I was at that game. I was actually at that game. Yeah. The same game as the... That was the same game as the volley. That was dire. That volley, people remember it, but people forget how crap the game was. The game was terrible. It's just always remembered for that screamer from McGinn, which ultimately meant nothing. In that very same game, Adam Reach scored a screamer that no one remembers because he got outshined by McGinn's one. But there were two incredible goals in that game. Yeah, we beat Blues 5-1. That was 2008. Again, that was just before I started watching Villa like properly. But that would have been a great game to witness. Kovacic has missed a one-on-one. Oh dear. And now we're gone. Leicester 1, Villa 1. I've got to say, I know some people listen to me almost like a radio. You know, for my like game commentary. And if people are only here for that, I apologise. I would literally be boring you though, because this game has had absolutely nothing to offer in terms of quality in the second half. I feel for actual commentators on you know, the BBC, Sky and all that when they have to deal with games like this, because there's so little you can talk about. It has been absolutely dire. Leicester and Villa are single-handedly killing this game. If I tried to get someone into football and then this was the game, like say I said, Laura, I want you to watch football. You're going to Leicester Villa. I would be very sad that this was the game. The McGinn goal was the season. Was it after the season? Oh, I can't remember. I went to both games. I swear it was in. Was the Reach goal in the 2-1 defeat where Samba scored? I was at both of them, so I just remember being. I think we lost both 2-1, and I remember both games being dire. But I remember Samba scored. I think that was true, actually. I think Christopher Samba scored in the 2-1. And that game was terrible. And then McGinn scored in another defeat. I'm almost certain about that. I can't believe Albrighton's playing for West Brom. I mean, on his day, Albrighton's decent. To be fair to him. I know he's a bit old, but he can offer something in the Championship. So I'm not too surprised. I'm surprised he's gone to another team in the Midlands. The Reach goal was the game where we played Samba up front. That was it. Yeah, I said. Yeah. Yeah, Samba scored in a defeat. The 11 wins in a row that started in the in the unbelievable fashion of Jack Grealish getting punched in the face. Yeah, Young is getting rinsed by Barnes, by the way. Still. And Castagna very nearly got on the end of a cross to put Leicester in front. How Young hasn't come off, by the way, is genuinely surprising. How we've not made any subs is surprising. 1-0 Chelsea, says Jack. Managerless Chelsea. Oh dear. Corner comes in for Leicester. Head away by Tyrone Mings. Havertz to score. Sounds like a very Kai Havertz goal. Villa play a long ball. As Ashley Young, who's fouled by Dewsbury Hall. I bet I've seen very little of Dewsbury Hall actually this game. Did you know we had another? We did. Luke Young, fullback. I did know that. And I remember when he played for us, Ashley Young had to have A Young on the back of his shirt, and Luke had to have L Young. I swear, like. I remember the weirdest things. I swear I remember the weirdest things because I remember going to a Villa Everton game and Luke Young got the winner. My memory is weird. I am talking years ago. I am talking 10 plus years ago. That was a long time ago. I think 2012, if I was to guess. 2011, 2012. Okay, that's ridiculous. I've heard Leicester fans just sing, "Your city is blue." Just like Leicester, your city is blue. That is shameless. That is very... Considering where Birmingham City are in the Championship, that is incredibly shameless. Good header from Young, actually. He's gone down injured, though. And Villa get a throw in on the halfway line. There is going to be a short stoppage, though. Yeah, that chant is very weird to me. Yeah, Young has to come off, surely. Young has to come off soon. It's just a disaster waiting to happen. I love Ashley, but he's shattered, man. He's an old man these days. Chelsea have God against them right now. Oh dear. Oh dear. What has Todd Bowley done in his life to have this against him? Todd must have done some wicked things. Remember Bakuna when he wanted Champions League football? Look where he is now. Yeah, I know. The football's weird. Anthony Martial has a Ballon d'Or clause in his contract. If you guys didn't know that, there you go. That is a genuine fact. Anthony Martial. AJ, hi AJ. Anyone remembers the Villa teams of the 70s? Are you going back a long way? You are going back a long way. Maybe some people here do. Who knows? But massive respect though to those teams because they were proper teams, you know. They were proper Villa. Even when we were in League One at one point, well, the equivalent of League One, at some point in the 70s, I believe. But yeah, I think we held a lot of the League One attendance records when we were down there. Yeah, because the England World Cup final 1966 was televised. Black and white, but it was televised. Todd has that much money just to have a laugh. Todd might have made a bet that he can get Chelsea relegated. Yeah, but that's an expensive bet though. If he spends 600 million to do it. And Moreno hit the post, by the way, with a cross/shot at the near post. It didn't gas me because it never looked like it was going in. But I thought as I was talking, I probably should mention that and do my job. £1 billion bet he must have done. Oh my God. Imagine Chelsea. Picture this. Chelsea have just gone to the Bernabeu. Kai Havertz has scored a winning goal at Real Madrid to get them through to the next round of the Champions League. He's then away at Rotherham United. He's then away at Rotherham in the space of a few days. Getting the shit kicked out of him. Football heritage. Old different, yeah. Very long time ago. Even in the season we won the European Cup the year after. So we won the league in 81, which qualified us for the Champions League, which we won in, well, the European Cup, whatever, in 82. And we were relegated in 83. I think that is the most Villa thing I've ever heard. What an incredible sequence. It's definitely a very Villa thing, isn't it? To go from the highest highs from football and then get relegated within a year. Like, it's laughable. You can't imagine that. You can't imagine that these days. Or Dewsbury Hall has been sent off. Whoa. Dewsbury Hall, who was on a yellow. He was gonna come off, apparently. Has just been sent off for Leicester. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, the commentators are saying he was literally just a minute away from coming off. Gabby Bonlahor is crying because his star boy has been sent off. Yeah, he's got a big juice for you. That is unbelievable. Well, the Leicester board are not going to be... Not Leicester board. The Leicester coaching staff are not going to be happy with that. They're going to be a bit annoyed with themselves that they didn't make that sub a bit sooner. Well, that has made this game very interesting because this game was dying. But a red card will definitely spice some things up. It is Leicester 1, Aston Villa 1 with 20 minutes to go here. But Leicester are down to 10 men. What do you think of Gabby on TalkSport? He does talk a lot of shite, doesn't he, Agbonlor? A lot of his takes are dire. And he can embarrass us a little bit. Sometimes he can come out with something good. So I'd say 70 to 80% of what Agbonlor says is a load of shite. Like, I'm just keeping it real. Some things he comes out with are horrific. There's so many times on Twitter where I just see like more comments than likes on posts about Agbonlor, and you know it's going to be something wild. But TalkSport also has Danny Murphy, who is equally as inept. So it's not at all surprising. I like Simon Jordan. I actually like Simon Jordan. He's all right. Bit Tory. But he's all right. He's all right. I don't mind Simon Jordan. He talks very well, actually. He talks a lot of sense. To be fair to Simon Jordan, I like quite a few. I like names escaping me. Scottish guy for some reason. One of my favourite commentators, and I physically cannot remember his name. Why can I not remember his name? McCoist. Thank you, Ali McCoist. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ali McCoist. Ali McCoist. I love hearing Ali McCoist on TalkSport. Thank you, guys. Yeah, he talks a lot of sense. Obviously, Woodsy as well. Woodsy's class. Woodsy probably has better takes than anyone on TalkSport. I've barely heard a bad take from Woodsy. She's also fit, but that is moving on. Get Bullard on. I love Jimmy Bullard. I love Jimmy Bullard. I remember him in I'm a Celebrity. He was quality. What do you think of Harry Kane, the Everton game? Actually, very good question. I'm glad you've asked me that. People will say Harry Kane is a diver, which is true. People will say he shouldn't have gotten down. The grab on his face wasn't good enough, right, to go down, which is probably also true. But a bit like what Gary Neville said, I mean, I agree with him. If he doesn't go down there, a red card probably doesn't happen. Also, my stream has crashed, so bear with me. Yeah, Kamara's name is in my head now. If he doesn't go down, the decision probably doesn't get given, personally. So it shouldn't have to happen, but players go down in the box for the same reason, you know? Just seeing a Ramsey shot go over from a replay. Yeah, Ramsey probably should hit the target there. The ball actually fell from very nicely. $74 gone. Leicester 1. Oh my god, I'm quite behind. 2 minutes behind. I'm going to try and refresh this. Sorry. I don't get why my stream is so far behind. I'm literally nearly 3 whole minutes behind there. This is what I'm in Ramadan. I can't watch Curtis Jones anymore. Oh dear. Starboy. I remember when Liverpool fans were saying that. Starboy. And Harvey Elliott. See, sometimes playing your academy players isn't the best. Sometimes it is. You have to find out, you know. Liverpool have found out. Oh my god, I've just seen an Ashley Young shot just go wide. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, Young. That's so close. Vardy's coming off for Leicester. So yeah, I'm about a minute and a half behind. Can Arteta to rugby tackle someone to stop a counter? Because is it 2 points drop to Villa don't win from this position? Interesting question. Considering how we played, this will come down to opinion. I don't think we've done enough to win today. I'm going to say that. I think Leicester have made a good account of themselves. I think a draw is a good reflection on the game, to be honest. Very similar to West Ham, you know? A bit mid, like a 6.5 out of 10 performance. A draw is probably fair. I gotta say, though, Young has been rinsed today. But at the same time, though, Stephen is right. When you do need to win, anytime you don't, it's points drop. Anytime you don't, it's points drop. Also, my stream has once again gone down. We haven't made a sub. Yeah, Harry's spot on. Which is crazy. It's like, you know, we can make up to 5. My guy, Bailey, has done nothing. Again. I've just seen the Young shot again, so my stream's gone back in time. Okay, I'm going to try and load the first link again, because that initially was working and then stopped, so maybe that has fixed itself. Who knows? Duran is apparently coming on. Alright, well, while I'm waiting for a stream, I'm going to look elsewhere. We've seen very little entertainment from other games. Bournemouth still a goal down to Brighton. As things stand in the Premier League, Brighton are 6th on 46. Liverpool on 7th, moving up a place on 43. Brentford on 43. Villa 42, staying in 9th. Fulham on 39. Chelsea 39. Leeds move all the way up to 13th with a win, which is crazy. Man, the bottom of the table is wild. Teams are changing every single week in the bottom 3. How you doing, Aston Villa shorts? What's up? I'm going to try and load this one. We shall see. Oh dear. Oh dear. Leeds 2, Forest 1. Mangala put Forest ahead. Jack Harrison and Sinisterra turned it around for Leeds. Alright, Duran. I've just seen the Duran sub. Right, the first link is working again. I gotta say that the ads on this site are definitely not family friendly. And I can't escape it because every time I press anything on the screen, they just pop up, which is very frustrating. Oh my god. I try and turn the sound up. I should just leave it. I don't need sound. Dear Lord. Oh, fine, I'll get away with that. My quality has gone down, I can't lie. My stream quality may have gone down a bit. Stream is just... it's been so fine. Young's cross. Good header away. Duran finally on. I think, what subs have we made? I'm just going to double check because I've not seen them. It is just Duran on for Ramsey. Not a like for like. So that's Bailey, Watkins, Duran. So unless Watkins is out wide, is that a 4-3-3? Is that Bailey as actually that's probably Bailey out wide, isn't it? With Duran and Watkins up front together. That probably makes sense in a 4-4-2. Thinking about it, if I want to use my brain just a little bit. I'm just trying to put the stream into full screen mode, and the screen just freezes. Watkins has won a corner. Oh my god, please. Oh, I'm on my knees here. Actually, you said we'd lose, so you didn't call it. You didn't. If you said we're gonna lose, you didn't call it, and I know you said that. I mean, we could. It would be horrible if we end up losing this game. Though, after me saying that. It's been pretty dire. Like I said, if I'm talking to my chat, you know the second half's been poor. Bailey's corner towards the... Oh my god, it doesn't really beat the near post. Dear lord. Villa get a throw in. 9 to go. Bailey with a 1-2. Pull it back to Tyrone Mings. We're pushing players forward, to be fair, Villa. Dougie Luiz. What was that? Ollie, bro. What was that from? What was Ollie's layoff there? Moreno. Cross. Good pick out. Bailey. Good touch. Can he finish? Oh, it took too long. McGinn. Shots deflected. Oh, it's gone wide for a corner. Come on. That could have deflected anywhere. It would have been very heartbreaking for Leicester. That would have deflected in. Because we've definitely not done enough to win this. McGinn shot, hits Suter. Keeper dives the wrong way. That could have deflected anyway. Villa take the corner short. Young. Bailey, edge of the box, left-footed. Bailey! Oh! About a foot wide from Leon Bailey. Probably the best thing he's done in this game by a mile. Good layoff. Bailey gets it on his left boot. Bends it towards the near post. To be fair, I think the keeper's going to save that if it's on target. But it's something we've seen in the second half. Yeah, you got to remember, this is 10-man Leicester, so really Villa should go for this. 100%. Vardy had to come off because of the red card. Oh, Young is fouled, I think. Well, the referee doesn't give a free kick, but Villa thankfully keep hold of the ball. Even though Young was pretty much pulled over there by Harvey Barnes. Apparently that's not good enough. Moreno with Luiz short. Here he is. Luiz into Konsa. Apparently the last 10 minutes have been 87% possession for Aston Villa. So they're definitely sitting back holding for a draw now. I think that's the game plan for Leicester. Dougie Luiz on the byline. Cross comes in towards Watkins, but it's a poor ball and it's a simple catch. That's a dire ball, really, in the circumstance. We need to spend in the summer. Oh, we should do, considering Gerrard was backed and Dean Smith has always been backed. I think we should back probably the best manager we've had for a very long time. It would make sense to do that. Maddison has gone down. Yeah, I think this is going to be the game plan of Leicester now, to hold on. 10 men, take the time down, take your point, bounce. Or he could actually be genuinely hurt. You never know. You never know. He's back up, Maddison. I'll be making more subs. Oh, Chambers. Oh, no. What? What is that sub? Maddison's going to come off for Leicester. So that's probably going to... Well, I'm going to see who comes on for him. And we get to fully grasp the idea. If it's a defensive sub, then you know Leicester are going to hold on. But Leicester's captain is off the pitch. Yeah, Ricardo Pereira's coming on. Yeah, it's a fully defensive sub. Leicester are going to try and hold on now. Villa preparing 3 changes. Chambers, Luca Digne, Bertrand Traore. Digne, surely for Young, right? If it's for Moreno, I swear. It is for Young. Good. If that was... Honestly, I would have lost my shit if that was for Moreno. Chambers coming on. Who's Chambers coming on for? So it's Bailey for Traore. That I understand. That's a like for like. Although it's really funny that we take Bailey off after he actually contributes something positive. Moreno's okay. Yeah, Young is off. I swear Young is off. Traore, Chambers. Moreno's off for Digne, Chambers for Young. What? What is that all about? So here we go. Leicester have a free kick. And the sarcastic applause from the Leicester fans is crazy. It is a free kick to Leicester inside Villa's half. 86 gone here. Leicester go long. Good header away. Hooks back into the box. Emi, it's a good catch from Emi. It's a good catch from Emi Martinez. He's got options. He finds Mings. Can Villa build on the break? We got man advantage. I don't get the whole Chambers thing. I can't lie. Ball played up wide. Luca Digne. A little bit slow from Villa. Come on. Chambers out wide to Traore with a number 9. It's so weird seeing him with a 9. Traore fakes one way, might go the other. Pulls it back to Chambers. Why is Chambers there though? Cancer. Good ball from Mings. Oh, good interception though. Oh, it's a bad pass. Traore. Go for it! Yes! What a goal, Traore! Oh my God! The substitute Traore with a rocket! Oh my word! What a finish from Traore! Oh my God, what a goal! What a goal for Aston Villa with only a few minutes remaining. Traore has caught that superbly as it goes above the keeper and into the back of the net. What a goal! What a goal for Aston Villa. He's only just come on. I think that might be his first touch of the ball. Oh, what a goal. Oh my God, what a goal. Actually, I don't think it was his first touch, thinking about it. I think he was part of the build-up. He's not had many, though. It's a one-touch finish from Traore. That's a beauty of a finish. Oh, my God. What a goal. Leicester 1, Aston Villa 2. Unbelievable. He was on loan in Turkey. He had to be brought back because of the players that we let go. He was injured as well when we recorded him. He's back from injury. Back on the Aston Villa score sheet. Unreal. And I'm very glad, by the way, that I literally didn't read my chat. I got very lucky. I actually got very lucky because you lot spoiled it. What's that about? I'm actually so... I'm surprised. The spoils in the chat. I was literally laser focused. Magic of a left foot saying that he does only use 1B. Funny thing is, it was the mud spawner. Guys, you know I want to. I mean, you got your actual reaction, but if I took one look, I literally I lose it. I lose the magic. I'm actually so lucky. That's crazy. I'm so lucky I don't look over. I told you we'd win when I watched this chat. Oh, that is true. You are unbelievably a good luck charm. I'm just in shock. Leicester 1, Villa 2. Unbelievable goal from Bertrand Traore. One touch finish from 30 yards? Bends it into the top corner. The table, Villa are up to 7th in the Premier League. 7th in the Premier League. Oh my life. Villa are just on fire. I don't know what to say. Free kick to Leicester. Pereira. Good header away. See, this game should have been on TV. I'm just saying. This should have been the TV game. Oh. Well, VAR apparently was looking at a challenge in the box for a potential Leicester penalty, but it's not been given. Free kick to Leicester. 3 minutes of added time, as you guys can see on the board. I'm a minute and a half behind. I can't believe this. I genuinely can't. I said my heart said 2-1 Villa. You can go right back to the start of the stream when I was asked the question. My heart said... Oh my God, they should have scored. Wait. 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 Oh, that's a Leicester handball. Oh, is that a foul? Oh no! Did Watkins foul him? Oh yeah, that's a foul on Watkins. No. Yeah, the commentator just said it. That's a foul on Watkins, not a foul from. Sorry, I've been a bit confused because a penalty to Leicester has been given, but VAR will probably look at this because Watkins was fouled. Well, VAR surely should be in the ears of the referee. Yeah, the VAR check. All right, good. This should never be a pen. This should never, ever be a pen. Watkins is fouled. Yeah, VAR are having a look at it, which is good. So the on-field decision, as far as I know, the on-field decision was a Leicester penalty, but that is Watkins being fouled, not the other way around. And it's not going to be given! It is not going to be given. The referee has overturned the decision after consulting with VAR. That was a very obvious foul on Watkins, not from Watkins. Actual good use of VAR. An actual good use of VAR, surely. Surely. No pen. No penalties given. A very correct decision has actually happened for a change. Yeah, my heart did sink. My heart did sink. Because they were talking about handball and stuff. And I gotta say, the roar from the Aston Villa fans when that was ruled out. Music to my ears. Music to my ears. Yeah, Watkins was literally shoved over. Watkins was actually fully shoved over. Why was he booked in the first place? Because they thought he was they thought he fouled Patson Daka. Getting these types of wins, a signal for teams' winning mentality, grind out for the 3 points. We're going on European tour. Guys, we are fighting for the top 7. Ladies and gentlemen, we are up to 7th in the Premier League. This is absolutely phenomenal. Surely this will be game over now. And Villa just got a random corner from Faiz and Iverson colliding together. I'm 2 minutes behind. As soon as it says full time, I'm more than happy of switching the stream off because this has been an absolutely dire game of football. And I'll be very happy if the game ends any minute now. Aston Villa's coming for that 4th spot. Man, you're about to end up in the Conference League and Liverpool being in mid-table. At least you've seen goals. And that is full time. Have I heard full time? Remember, I'm 2 minutes behind. There it is! Yes! We have won the game! Ladies and gentlemen, Aston Villa are up to 7th in the Premier League table. I can't believe it. The European Tour actually might be well and truly on. Leicester City, despite a shocking game of football, despite the fact that Leicester were definitely valid of a point today, let's be honest, we didn't play very well, but that is how you tell if a team has a good mentality and a good coach behind them. Because another manager, under Gerrard, we lose that game. It's as simple as that. Under Gerrard, we lose that game, or we definitely find a way to not win it. Aston Villa have won five of their last 6 games in the Premier League. This is Aston Villa we are talking about. We are 7th in the Premier League. Brighton's game hasn't quite finished, so it does look like we're 6th, but yeah, ignore that. We are 7th in the Premier League. We are fighting tooth and nail for that top 7. Will we get there? I am so happy. That performance was pretty mid, right? We didn't deserve to win the game. I don't care. Football, sometimes that happens. And eventually, you'll win games you don't deserve to. You'll lose games you deserve to win. That happens in the sport. We've once again won. And you never know. We could get top 6, top 7. We're 7th now. Long may it continue. Guys, you've been amazing for the final time today. I'm going to ask you, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'm going to make a video on TikTok talking about it. I'm also going to make a separate video at some point about Unai Emery and how the transition between how we were with Gerrard to now is just night and day. Thank you all for your amazing support on the channel once again, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Villa Newcastle is going to be a vlog, by the way. I've got a ticket for that game, so don't expect a live stream for Villa Newcastle, but do expect a very nice video. Thank you all for watching. See you again very, very soon. Enjoy your evening, and up